Emmys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Emily and I love to share everything about my life with you guys, down to my home, my travels, and of course my everyday life. And today I'm going to share with you guys all about my health and fitness routine, goals, and sharing some tips for you guys. And this is coming from me, just a normal girl trying to live a healthy lifestyle with no unrealistic expectations. So I haven't done a sit down video in a while and I really wanted to make this video because ever since I started sharing those daily vlogs on my TikTok and Instagram, I've had so many people asking about my fitness routine and all that stuff because they see that I'm basically at the gym almost every single day. I'm a pretty active person and I also like to think that I'm pretty healthy in a healthy way, if that makes sense. Yeah, I just wanted to basically share with you guys what I've been doing lately, why I've been feeling so good lately, and it just felt like the right time to do this because I do have new fitness goals, and in a way, me making this video will make myself be held reliable. And this way, if you guys are also interested in making some little changes or improving some habits, then we can work on it together. So basically, I'm gonna start from morning to nighttime, what a normal day looks like for me, and how I incorporate all these healthy habits throughout my day. Not only with fitness and not only with food, but also other wellness practices that you maybe want to incorporate into your routine. All right, so let's get started. I'm gonna go right into it. And we're gonna talk about my exercise routine, my food and water routine, and my sleep and wellness routine. Okay, so let's get started with my exercise routine. I like to go to the gym 5 to 6 times a week, and I know that might be a lot for some people, but I feel like I've just been doing this exercise routine for years now, where it's just part of my daily routine, and I kind of feel off if I don't start a normal day with the gym or if I go too many days without working out. When I travel, it is a little bit tough to get workouts in, but usually when I travel, there's a lot of walking involved, so I cut myself some slack and I have different forms of exercise when I travel, or I just give myself a little bit of a break because I am on vacation and I want to obviously enjoy it. I go to F45, which is HIIT training. So what's great about this is that you sign up for classes, and this is what I always recommend to people when they really want to get back into the gym. I always recommend to sign up for a gym that has classes, so that way you don't show up at the gym not sure what to do or completely talk yourself out of it. Instead, if you sign up for a fitness class, usually you will be charged if you don't show up. So a lot of the motivation of getting up and going to the gym is because if I did not cancel that class in time, then I will be charged, and nobody wants that. So that's a great way to really encourage yourself to get up and go to the gym. But for me, like I said, it's already part of my routine. It's the way that I like to start my day. On a typical weekday, I'm going to the 6 a.m. classes, so I'm up by 5:30. There's really no time to think much. You just get up, brush your teeth, change, get ready for the gym, and head out the door. So that's just been a way that it's worked for me. It's kind of just muscle memory at this point. And the next thing you know, it's 7 o'clock and I have good energy to get my day started. So like I said, I'm a pretty active person. So if I'm not at the gym, or I can't make it to the gym, or I have the opportunity to have an extra type of workout or something, then I'm always all for it. I genuinely really enjoy it, and I think that that was kind of me training myself to enjoy it, because obviously in the beginning I did not, but now I really do. And I also made some great friends from my workout classes, and now I have a great group of friends who really prioritize their fitness, and it's been really nice to be able to share that with some other people. So definitely I recommend doing some sort of fitness class where you can potentially meet some people that will get you even more motivated. And it's been great, and I would love that for everybody, because in my opinion, it's ideal to really keep it up and turn it into a lifestyle when you have friends to share it with. And then as for my workout routine, basically for the classes that I take, it's Mondays and Wednesdays are cardio, Tuesdays and Thursdays are weightlifting, and then Fridays are hybrid, Saturdays are kind of hybrid, mostly cardio though, and then Sundays is weightlifting. So from all those, I'll have either 1 or 2 rest days. Okay, next I want to move on to food and water. Let's say I'm done with the gym, I'm getting ready for the day. I'm making sure that I'm drinking enough water. I get started early because during the day when you're busy, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I forget to drink water. So I make sure that I carry around my emotional support water bottle. This is my hydro flask. It is the 32 ounce, and I ideally try to drink 4 of these a day. And in my head, I kind of have it like planned out, like, okay, from the gym to by the time I'm done with my morning routine, I need to have one completed, right? I kind of just bunch it out throughout the day just to make sure that I'm keeping up with drinking enough water, because if you're somebody that doesn't, and if you Google how much you're supposed to drink in a day, it's different for everybody depending on your height, your weight, your age, and all that stuff. So just do that little bit of research, really try to stick to it, and you will see a difference in everything, down to your skin, everything. So definitely water has to be the most important beverage that you're drinking in your day. Oh, something else that I forgot to mention is the amino energy that I take. So this amino energy is by Optimum Nutrition. I really like this brand. I've tried other things off of this brand, like their plant protein powder, which I really love as well and highly recommend. But anyways, this amino energy I use as a pre-workout. Before I hit the gym, I'll just dry scoop it out the door, ready to go. For a mild serving, it's 2 scoops, and I only take 1 before the gym. So it's not like, it doesn't make me shaky or anything like that. I honestly just really enjoy it. And it also helps with muscle recovery, and it gives you that energy, obviously. So once I'm done with my workout and I'm done with my first thing of water, then I will add another scoop of my amino energy in there, as well as my L-glutamine, which I saw on TikTok that it's supposed to help with bloating, and I did notice it right away. Now, I don't know, I still feel a little bit bloated, but I'm still trying it every single day just to see if there's a big change. So yeah, I'll just do that next scoop of amino energy, that scoop of L-glutamine, and that would be my second serving of water. And I'm not too familiar with like pre-workouts and stuff like that. All I know is that I trust this brand, and I've used it for plenty of years where it's never given me like bad shakes or anything like that, as long as I have the amount that I have currently. Because of course, if you take extra scoops, like you can reach that level of like shakiness and just too much. You don't want too much of that. But I do feel comfortable with this product, and it's also been something that's been recommended by those like fitness influencers and stuff like that. So I've been pretty happy with this. What else is super important? Your food. And I love food, okay? I'm a foodie. I'm not for restricting myself, and I try my best to be mindful, of course. If I restrict myself from certain things, it is just because I know it's super unhealthy or something, and I try to find alternatives that will still satisfy my craving and so on. And there are a bunch of foods like that. It's just a matter of finding them in order to change those habits, in order to achieve those healthy fitness goals. So let me start off with saying that I don't have a snatched physique. I don't have that ideal body from like these influencers that I follow who are all about fitness. They're literally fitness pages. For the longest time, that was always my goal, was to have like that body, the body of, you know, that gym girl. You know who those gym girls are. And low key, yeah, I would love to have that body. But the girls that are doing those fitness videos, that's their platform. Like their platform is all fitness, and that is what they're mainly focused in. So of course they're laser focused. They achieved that goal, that ideal body that they wanted. Me, on the other hand, yeah, I would love that body, but realistically, I'm not laser focused on it because I have to be laser focused, and I feel like it requires so much more than I can give. For example, I can't be at the gym for multiple hours. I don't want to weigh all of my food. I don't want to meal prep. I'm not a huge meal prepper, but there are other things that I like to do and prioritize to help me reach those goals. So it kind of just depends on what works for you. I'm just here to tell you what I like to do and to give you some tips. So the habits that I like to do when it comes down to my food is, when I can, when it's possible, is count my calories and of course monitor my protein. So I kind of go through different changes. Sometimes I am focused on counting my calories, other times I'm not, and then I feel like, oh, I should count them again, and then I do again. So it's kind of on and off. But lately, like I mentioned, I've just been feeling extra healthy, and I wanted to share these tips with you guys because I've noticed a little bit of a change, and I have been more focused on my calorie count and just trying to stick more to my plan, basically. So I've been eating at a calorie deficit, and a calorie deficit means that you are trying to consume less calories than you burn. So sometimes it can get a little bit tricky because I do track everything on my watch when it comes down to calories, and some days I'm sitting for so long just editing, hardly getting any extra steps in. So sometimes the most of the calories that I burn are just from the gym. So I'm not always burning more calories than I'm eating. And what I've also been thinking about doing, which isn't possible for everybody, but it's actually getting another gym membership, because unfortunately at my gym, you can only work out when you're signed up for a class. It's not just like an open gym where you just show up and work out whatever time and whatever you want to do. So that's a little bit of the unfortunate part. But I do have some cheaper gyms in the area that are just open gym, and I can just show up and do some extra cardio. So that's something new that I want to add to my routine for maybe evenings where I'm tired of working. I want to slowly start resting for the day. So I'm thinking, wouldn't it be nice to go to another gym and do some extra cardio so I can come back and shower and be ready for bed? So that's what I've been thinking about doing, so I can burn those extra calories, so I can really be in a calorie deficit, because like I said, it's not every day that I'm actually burning more calories than I am consuming. But I'm trying my best, because we're also trying to be realistic here, like, because I love to eat. You need to eat, you need to enjoy what you eat, and that's the most important for me. So it's really helped me a lot with continuing to just have that mindset, is following specific pages on TikTok and Instagram where you're just basically fed tips every single day. And that's how I was able to see how many calories I should be consuming in a day, as well as how much protein, because protein is super important. If you guys follow me on Instagram, if you guys follow me on TikTok and Instagram, then you know I'm always posting like my new favorite protein snacks and stuff like that. Because from all of the years of me just consuming all of these videos about health and fitness and all this stuff, that's the main thing that I have learned, is protein is super important. So I definitely make that a priority every single day to reach my minimum protein, and if I can, then I will consume above the minimum protein. So in case you want to know a little formula that will tell you how many calories and how much protein to consume in a day in order to lose weight on a calorie deficit, then it's so simple. And I found this on TikTok, because the way that I learned like online is completely different. They made it like so much more difficult, but it's this easy. You just take your goal weight and multiply that by 12, and that's the amount of calories that you need to be consuming in a day. And for protein, you just take your goal weight and times that by 0.6, which gives you the minimum protein that you should be having a day. And remember to keep it realistic. My goal weight right now is 5 pounds less than what I currently weigh. So adjusting that so you can just ease into it, I think is the most healthy way that you can do this. And as you keep doing this and make everything a habit, you'll start to learn your body, and you'll know when to cut yourself a little break when it comes to fitness or your food, or you'll know when you really need to buckle down and be serious. Okay, so how do I track all of these calories and all of this protein? I use the MyFitnessPal app on my iPhone, and it's my favorite thing ever, because no matter what you buy, you can just scan the barcode, or I guess sometimes there aren't any barcodes, but mostly if you're buying stuff at the store, at the grocery store, there's gonna be barcodes. You just scan the barcode, it will show all the nutrition facts. You'll mark down the amount of servings that you're having, and it just starts having this whole diary of your meals. And what's so cool about the app too is that, say a specific item is very high in saturated fat or very high in sodium and all the bad stuff, right? It's going to basically alert you. I love that, because then you know, like, okay, I'm not gonna buy that anymore, because clearly it's not good for me if the app is alerting me. And then you'll also get the opposite of that with certain foods. You'll see that some foods are high in protein, maybe you had no idea. You'll just start to learn more about the food that you're consuming, so you can be mindful next time you're at the grocery store, what you should get, what you should not get. And then on days, for example, if I go out to eat, then there's the little tricky part, because not every food establishment is going to tell you how many calories that you might be consuming. So what I like to do is just be mindful of what it is that I'm eating. And so yeah, like I said earlier, I don't really like to restrict myself. I'm just at a point in my life where I'm really choosing health, and it's making me happy. It makes me feel good. And since I have a goal in mind, that's what's helping me to stay on track. And I also wanted to share with you guys some of my favorite foods and snacks that I always need to make sure that I keep stocked in my apartment. So first off, eggs. Eggs are high in protein. I love eggs. I can have them for breakfast. I can have them for lunch. I can have them as part of my dinner. I can even have them as a snack if I boil them, put them over a salad. There's so many things that you can do with eggs. And if you're vegan, then I'm sorry, but a lot of these foods are not vegan. So you could skip this part, or you could keep listening for some options that are vegan anyways. So yeah, eggs I always need to have stocked up. Another thing is turkey bacon. Now that we're talking about breakfast a little bit, I love turkey in general because it's just a lot more lean. It's a healthy healthier meat option, and therefore I eat a lot of turkey bacon because it actually has pretty low calories for the amount of protein that you get. So that is such a great option. Oh, high protein waffles. I love the brand Kodiak because they have high protein waffles. They also have pancakes. They also have oatmeals. Okay, what else? Let's see. For like snacks, for example, protein shakes. Of course. So the protein powder that I've been using lately has been from Vega Sport, I believe. It's 30 grams of protein for 160 calories per serving, which is amazing. Sometimes I'll have one serving of the protein powder, make a nice smoothie, and that's my breakfast. And then later as a snack, I'll have another protein shake. And then that together is already 60 grams of protein in one day. So that's just an idea if you're low on your protein. Besides protein powder, there's also a bunch of different protein bars. I personally love Quest the most out of the many that I've tried. Quest has always been my favorite. They also have already made protein shakes that I use as coffee creamer sometimes when I have it, but majority of the time it's like a protein bar if I have to have like a little quick snack. But besides that, there's also protein yogurt, and I actually included these in my last favorites video. They are the Oikos by Dannon protein yogurt. They're 15 grams of protein for 100 calories, and I believe the peach flavor is only 90 calories. And what I've been doing lately, which I used to do this when I was younger, is just get the yogurts and stick them in the freezer. So then at night when I want a snack, or like, oh, I'm craving ice cream or something sweet, then you basically have frozen yogurt ready to go. Ooh, another snack that I really have been enjoying, and it's like pretty simple. It's just rice cakes. For example, if I was gonna have bread for an avocado toast, I've started substituting it for just like those lightly salted rice cakes, and I love it. But don't get me wrong, I love my bread. I love my bread, but I do have these stages where, like, okay, I purchased bread, I finished the bread, now I'm taking a break. And what you could also do just to make sure that you're not consuming so much bread, so many tortillas or something, is just cutting whatever you have in half, sticking it in the freezer, taking the little break, because your girl loves pan, loves tortillas, like all that, right? But it's not good to have so much of it. Like, I don't need to have it for every single meal. So again, it's just being mindful of how much you're having. Another thing that I love, snacks that I love and I always need to have, is popcorn. And there's so many like low calorie popcorns out there. My favorite, other than Boom Chicka Pop is really good, but I love Skinny Pop, the white cheddar Skinny Pop. It's only 43 calories per serving. I think it's like a cup or something. Oh, I forgot to mention oatmeal. I love steel cut oats. Oats are such a great option. You'll hear that from absolutely every single fitness person. And I personally love steel cut oats. I just think that they're supposed to be like better for you. I don't even know. I love all oats. And the ones that I use at the moment are the Bob's Red Mills steel cut oats. So those are pretty good. But other things that I like to keep stocked up are fruits and vegetables. Of course, a favorite snack for the day would honestly be some fruit or something, or at night if I want a little bit of dessert, I'll have fruit. Or I do have like some ice cream options that I get from Trader Joe's that have low calories and will not make me feel bad about my decision. For example, the Hold the Cones and the mochi ice cream are for sure my favorite. And just to make sure that I do have enough greens, then I do take a greens supplement, which is at the moment Athletic Greens. I really love it. You just add it into water and take it like that, or you can add it into your smoothie, and that's my favorite smoothie. It's the protein powder, the Athletic Greens, some frozen fruit. Okay, we're almost done, guys. I promise. This is a longer video than I thought. Besides the food, obviously we're trying our best to get all the right nutrients and all that good stuff, but sometimes we need that little bit of extra help. So I do take other supplements other than just the Athletic Greens. I'll go ahead and share on the screen all the different vitamins and supplements that I take. And basically, I didn't just start taking all of them at once. I started with like a daily vitamin and some probiotic and stuff like that. And slowly, as I'm like doing research and learning off of like fitness and wellness people on social media, then that's how I get other recommendations of other supplements to take. And basically, I'll just like add it onto my big list of things or whatever. And that's just the way that I'm doing it. So if you have actually any recommendations at all, then definitely leave them down in the comments below, because I personally love it. And I think that having the discussions with other like-minded people is really what helps you stay motivated. So yeah, if you have any tips yourself of foods that you love, vitamins that you love, then don't forget to add them down in the comments. Alright guys, we are down to the last things that I wanted to share with you, which are my sleep and wellness habits, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying to work on a little bit more because my sleep is not exactly where I want it to be right now. And sleep really is extremely important. I feel like the last time that I was having really good sleep, like I was getting those 8 hours and at least 7 hours of sleep. I feel like that was when visually I really liked how I was looking. I like how I look right now, but I don't know why. Once I started losing some sleep, it's when I've been feeling a little bit more fatigued, and I know sleep is a main factor, so this is something that I'm really trying to work on. I get about 6 to 7 hours of sleep, but you know, ideally it's the 8 hours. And especially as somebody that goes to the gym as early as 6 a.m., you need to go to bed early in order to get those 8 hours of sleep. So that's where I'm kind of struggling at the moment. But anyways, what I'm trying to do to wind down is make tea at night. I'll often also take a magnesium pill. I'm basically trying to make my night routine a little bit more fun. If I can, then I'll try to do like some skincare while I have some tea, take a sleep or calm gummy of CBD, slowly getting myself into that state where I'm like just ready to get super comfortable in bed. Another thing that I swear by is getting an eye mask, because I swear the eye mask will just allow you to get that sleep. That is the only way that I'm able to sleep in a little bit on days that I'm skipping the gym or something. So another thing that I love so much is falling asleep to my Calm app. It's a subscription app. I'm sure you've heard of it. I love to use it for sleep sounds, but lately I've been using their music feature, which has like popular artists. It's only a few right now, not too many, but it has popular artists like Post Malone, Katy Perry, and I think the app is like $60 a year for the subscription. But of course, with the subscription, when you have to pay so much for a subscription, you're trying to get the most out of it. So I use that every single night for bed. And they also have a bunch of other options on there for like exercise and meditating, which is another great habit that you can add to your routine. Meditation is something that I did a lot of when the pandemic started, and I loved it. I think it's a great habit for your health and overall like wellness, really. But I would be kidding if I said that I'm on top of it all the time. I think I meditated like twice the whole like last month, or twice or 3 times, I'm not sure. It's definitely something I could improve on, and I do plan on it, but that's just another little tip in case you want to add that to your new list of habits or routine. But oh my gosh, you guys, I think that's gonna be it for the video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I don't know if this was like an extremely long video, but I know that I feel good just saying all this stuff out loud and kind of having like this little open communication with you guys, so I can have my goals and habits out there so I can maintain them and basically just keep trying to be that healthy person that I'm trying so hard to be. And if you're working on your health and fitness, then please, by all means, reach out to me if you want to have like a friend to communicate stuff with. I already have a few people that I keep in contact with on Instagram through DMs, and we're kind of just always sharing tips and motivation to help each other out. So if you guys want to discuss it more so you can have that friend and that support, then please reach out to me via DM on Instagram. Like, I'm always responding to people, and I would love for us to encourage each other, because that just makes everything so much easier and more worth it. But anyways, I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a like. Don't forget to share this video with anybody that you may know who is trying to stick to a realistic, healthy lifestyle. And obviously, I've never claimed to be an expert or anything. I'm just telling you my realistic goals and habits that make me happy and that make me feel healthy. And if that can help anybody, then I'm all for it. So thank you guys again for watching, and if you want to stay up to date and not miss a video, then don't forget to click that subscribe button. And I love you, and I hope that you are doing well and are healthy and safe, and I will see you next time.